right. Adjustment. We were at. Never impugn people's intelligence. Best way to be well received by all is to clothe yourself in the skin of the dumbest of brutes. That's Balthazar Gracian. The feeling that someone else is more intelligent than we are is almost intolerable. We usually try to justify it in different ways. Quote, he only has book knowledge, whereas I have real knowledge. End quote. Quote, her parents paid for her to get a good education. If my parents had had as much money, if I had been as privileged. Ellipses. He's not as smart as he thinks. But last but not least, quote, she may know her narrow little field better than I do, but beyond that, she's really not as smart as all. She's really not as smart at all. Even Einstein was a boob outside physics. Given how important the idea of intelligence is to most people's vanity, it is critical never inadvertently to insult or impugn a person's brain power. That is an unforgivable sin. But if you can make this iron rule work for you, it opens up all sorts of avenues of deception. The feeling of intellectual superiority you give them will disarm their suspicion muscles. Daily law subliminally reassure people that they are more intelligent than you are, or even that you are a bit of a moron, and you can run rings around them. That's a good way to get information out of people too, is to play dumb, especially if it's in a field that you do have a lot of experience in, practical experience too, not just knowledge. Just to see what they're going to say, or maybe give false knowledge, like tell people stuff like, I once heard people say something about, and then and then they'll correct you. Oh, no, it's this. And that's how you get people to kind of like play their hand, tip their cards. They do this stuff in politics all the time, I think. They'll like throw out a red herring, I think it's called. That's what that tactic's called. Yeah. And never insult somebody who fancies themselves the master. That's when you get the off with his head reaction. All right, let's go check out the dogs. It's kind of funny. I have a specific outfit I wear every Sunday, and we were doing laundry, and my woman said that she had found a razor blade in the laundry machine at the laundromat, not in the art stuff, but which is kind of crazy because what if somebody like did that on purpose? I've heard stories of people doing crazy shit like that. People hurt themselves. You hear stuff like this like when you're like a kid. But anyways, it cut the jogging pants I usually wear today, every Sunday to work. And I have an outfit that I always allocated as the one, if it's going to get ruined, at the dogs. That's the one. So can't wear those pants anymore. Threw those out. And then something in me this morning was like, you know what? Can't wear this shirt either. The shirt's fine. Since that outfit's ruined, all of it has to go. I even have a pair of shoes that I wear. I was like, nope, these got to go. Primarily because of the fact that I have an extra pair of shoes that I rarely ever wear. I thought to myself, well, I might as well out with the old, in with the new. So now I have a whole new outfit for Sundays that only get worn on Sundays. At least the shoes are pretty nice. I bought them a long time ago, but for whatever reason, I never really wore them much. It's a pair of On, like running shoes. And they're super comfortable. It feels like you're walking on a cloud. Matter of fact, I think that's what they call their foam. The foam that they use. It's called like cloud foam, whatever. And the whole sole of these shoes have like huge holes like that go laterally through the shoe. So they're really nice. I'm gonna ruin them at this job. I don't care. I never wore them anyways. I was like, what am I? Guess this is what they're gonna be for every Sunday. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's superstitious, but kind of like when that little voice goes, it's all got to go. Like, okay, get rid of it all. It's just what makes sense to me. And the shirt I've had forever, it's from Jerome, Arizona. That's really the only reason I like it, but I don't like the picture that's on it. It's just like this drunk cowboy on a horse, and he's pretty much just passed out. And the horse is just going. And I was even thinking of the symbolism of that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's probably not for me anymore. Definitely not for me anymore. Kind of like the idea that I'm directing my life in the direction that I want to go, not just asleep at the wheel. It's a nice little BMW. These kids ruin these cars. They put these exhausts on them. This is like practically a brand new BMW. It had to be. These morons go and put these exhausts on them that sound like terrible. Oh, the youth. There's that little beep. A woman says you can't hear it. I'll listen to this video today. I haven't really been even listening to my videos. I kind of remember what I talk about anyway, so I just throw a title on. That's the only reason I listen to them. I don't care to listen to myself. I don't have that much of an ego. But I would listen to my videos just to find the title. Just because I don't know. If you don't title them, YouTube just throws on the date that the video was uploaded. And I didn't like that. So whatever like topic I would talk about, I would just throw that. Or even if I didn't talk about it for a long time, I was like, all right, well, whatever page I read out of that book, titled that. Come on, sir. This lane want to stay in. And that's actually really like what I read. It's actually a really good tactic to just get people to say what's on your mind. Like I was telling my woman, this dude at work at my dog job, he got a new car, but he came like with a little key fob. He's like, woo, he's like showing it to me, not really saying anything, like just kind of putting it in my face. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he must have got a new car. But I'm like, why is he doing this? It's like, just say, hey man, look, got a new car. I'd be excited. But he's like playing this little, ooh. It was funny. I'm like, what? Use your words. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. He's young. So I was telling him, use your words. I don't know what are you showing me? What is this? I got a new car. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like direct communication. It's crazy. My car's telling me it's negative 40 degrees outside. I know. Nope. Inaccurate. Well, at least the beep is not. Ha! As soon as I said that, it beeped. At least the beep is. Now it's 100. Now it's 11 degrees. Now it's 122 degrees, and back to negative 40 degrees. It's having a hard time making its mind up. Have more coffee. Have a healthy amount of caffeine. Feel half awake anyways. I got plenty of sleep, but for whatever reason I feel real foggy in the head. I wonder if this is a long version of the little virus that could from Wuhan. Yeah, direct communication is a rare character attribute these days. That's why I value my woman. She is direct. There goes the car that my buddy got. That's funny. This conversation's all over the place. It looks better. My buddy got one in all. It's not my buddy. He's my coworker. He got it in all black. It's the Corolla Cross. I like that they called it that, though. I'll give it that. But it's just a little SUV. But that one was white. It's funny. So we saw another white one the other day. The all black version looks much better. It's interesting how the same car can have a completely different look just based on a different color. All black looks classy anyways. Like there goes the Lexus version of the new, what is it, Land Cruiser? What did they redo? Toyota redid something. I think it's Land Cruiser. But the Lexus version of it's really nice. That's all black. Black tint, completely blacked out. He's got a canoe on top. He's gonna go have some fun today. Like those paddle boarding kind of canoe, but it's not a board. He's going to the beach. I see people doing that, like up and down the coast at the beach. Patek Philippe is a big billboard for a watch company, Patek Philippe. I remember when I was younger, like, man, I must have been like still I was working at Macy's, so I probably wasn't even 20 years old yet. This guy came to work with a watch on, like showing everybody, and that's what he said it was. I'm not big on, like, brands are the thing that I'm not a brand snob. I'm a quality snob, I guess I could say, like, only because you can feel the difference in quality. But he was like showing everybody that watch, and people were like not really getting it. And he's like, man, that's the Tech Philippe. And he was saying how it's his brother's watch, but he was wearing it. But I remember looking at it and thinking to myself, that kind of looks like a knockoff if it is. It doesn't look like a real one. The only reason I thought that is because I've seen at the time, real Rolexes, and then I'd seen real knockoff Rolexes, and there's a difference. You could see it. You could see the quality difference. It's not the same, and that's kind of how his looked. I didn't say anything though. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And back then, I didn't even know like Patek Philippe was a high end timepiece company. I didn't know that. But when he said that, he's like they're like Rolex. I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm looking at it like, I don't think that's a real one. It's just there's just something about it that didn't look right. And I had seen Rolex and the knockoffs side by side, and you could just see there's just something slightly ever so slightly off. But I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to. It's just not my business to tell you anything. I wasn't as much of a troll back then to do that. I don't even know if I'd do that now. I'd just be like, that's cool. I don't know. I wonder what they're gonna build right here. Because there's this big, huge wildlife crossing, but they're like excavating the whole side of the hill. Normally, when they're doing stuff like that, they're gonna develop for like either businesses or homes. But if it's a wildlife crossing right there, I don't think they'd be doing it for that kind of purpose. You wouldn't want that much commercial or residential traffic in an area where you're trying to preserve it for the wildlife. So I don't know what they're doing. All right, one more exit to go. Well, this has been a nice calm drive. Hopefully it's a nice calm day at this place. Yep. What the gas is at? 619 out here. Pretty wild. Sound like an old man in my head. I remember back in my day, 99 cents a gallon for 87. I had a little Volkswagen Bug, so 87 for that car. But yep, 99. This was like right sometime around the Iraq War when we went in there for Saddam Hussein. I remember gas dropping to 99 cents a gallon. And I remember putting that together in my head like, huh, that's interesting. So we go in there, that's where all the gas comes from. Now all of a sudden everything's 99 cents a gallon. Like, huh, interesting. I see what we're doing. This has nothing to do with weapons of mass destruction, which we never found. See, even then, and that was before I had any kind of like conspiratorial type of thinking. I was just in my mind like, that's interesting. Didn't know who Alex Jones was. Like I knew the term tinfoil hat, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not even really. Yeah, not really, because 9/11's what did it for me, and that was way after the Iraq War. At least the Saddam Hussein level of the Middle East. Those clouds look crazy. We are here. Or I'm here. I don't know why I said we. Whoever's watching this, it's you and me. That's a we. And double boop. I have arrived. Okay. Let's have a fantastic day.